Sam Farha here. Blinds at 15 and 3,000.
Sammy, king 8 of spades. That's a raising hand for Sam. Makes it 12,000 to go.
Suited ace 5 for Ted Forrest.
Ted's going to at least call with a hand like this.
He does indeed call.
One guy looking for spades, one guy looking for clubs.
And it's spades that show up on the flop. Two of them, 7-7 tray.
Ted Forrest hasn't flopped anything. Sammy's got the king high flush draw, and he bets it. 20,000.
Forrest announces a raise. Check raises up to 70,000.
Wow. He's putting Sammy on a small flush draw, and he thinks Sammy's got to throw it away.
Sammy's girlfriend, Grace.
And Sammy cannot just call here. He's either got to fold or go all in, and I got a strong suspicion of what he's going to do here.
I'm all in.
He moves all in.
No way Ted can call. Ted's got absolutely nothing.
Ted folds, and Sammy takes down a quick pot.
Amazing hand by two amazing players. Poker at its best.
Sam Farha's been on the circuit for years, but he's only recently begun to embrace his role as a card-playing professional.
I started in 1989, something like this. I love cards since I was young. I play all kind of cards. I was great in every single game I played. 5 years ago, I was embarrassed to tell people I'm a poker player. Now I'm proud of it. What we do, it's not easy. I think it's the toughest thing you could ever do. It's the funnest thing. It's really fun to do, but it's really tough. And like I said, I was embarrassed to say I'm a poker player. But now I really appreciate that people appreciate what I do for a living.
In the old days, there was only one profession that got less respect than a poker player, and that was a poker player's agent.
Well, meanwhile, Sammy Farha has taken nearly a 3-1 chip advantage early in this match with Ted Forrest.
Sammy's got Queen Jack. He just calls.
Forrest with Jack 10. And the flop, 8-10-8, two pair for Forrest.
And he checks. Sammy's got an inside straight here. We make a straight with a 9, and Sammy's not going to let that go. He bets 8,000.
It's 8, right? 8,000, right.
So Forrest calls.
And he just threw the chips in like, here, take some more of my money.
Turns a 9, and Farha makes a straight.
And Ted Forrest checks again. Now, that was a smart check. And Sammy bets it straight. Now, Ted could actually win this pot if a 10 or an 8 came, and he could split it with a queen.
He calls. A queen, and now Forrest has made a straight. I remember him catching a 5 on the river earlier in the tournament to split a pot. Is this that spookiness you're talking about?
Kind of, but it could have been spookier. Ted could have caught a 10 or an 8 to actually have the best hand. Right now they have the same hand.
Forrest bet 20,000.
All right, all in.
And Sammy is putting Ted all in, and Ted immediately calls. And they're going to split the pot. Sammy's saying, don't tell me you have a full house. You call very fast.
Queen Jack for a straight. Ted Forrest shows Jack 10 for a straight. They'll be splitting this pot.
I know. It's unbelievable.
Sammy's friend is pointing out to Sammy how he wound up splitting the pot.
And Sammy says, yeah, I know. Go away. Ted Forrest catches another card on the river. Spooky.
Sammy shouldn't be that upset. It could have been spookier. It could have been a 10 or an 8.
Boo. Welcome back to Caesars Palace, Las Vegas, and the National Heads Up Poker Championship. And as you look at our featured matchup of Daniel Negreanu and Sean Chacon, let's go inside the brackets and look at how they got here. For Daniel Negreanu, his first round win came over former girlfriend Evelyn Ing.
And Daniel really psyched out Evelyn, played well, and got the best of the conversation.
The second round, he faced Greg Fossilman Raymer.
Made a great call. Greg was bluffing, went all in. Daniel called him and won the match.
And finally, TJ Cloutier.
He trapped TJ when Daniel was lucky enough to make an inside straight.
For Sean Chacon, the first round meant a matchup with Gus Hansen.
Sean spread love throughout this whole tournament, made 4-8s against Gus Hansen, told Gus to throw his hand away.
In round 2, he toppled poker legend Doyle Brunson.
Only man to piss off Doyle Brunson in the last 50 years.
And in the round of 16, with an ace on the river, he beat David Gray.
And then he almost knocked out our cameraman with his high five.
So back to the featured table now.
God, if I don't play bad, no one could beat me. That's the second thing in the world.
Now you sound like Hellman.
He never admits that he plays bad.
That's true, yeah.
He just gets unlucky.
Yeah.
I know when I'm playing bad.
Right.
That's
Are you
the
playing
difference.
bad right now?
Daniel has turned things around. He's getting the best of the Sheik in the chat department.
Yeah, no response from the Sheik there. On King 8, Daniel raises to 8,000. And Ace 7 for the Sheik here.
8,000. Daniel puts in a raise to 8,000.
Oh, big raise from the Sheik. He's frustrated. Daniel's conversations got him going. He's lucky here that Daniel doesn't have a big hand.
Daniel the call.
Go all in, Daniel. You got the luck.
Nah.
Daniel follows and Sean takes the
And Sean's play works.
Just go all in randomly, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's how I got here. Yeah. That's exactly how I got here. Just, I don't know. Let's just go
He's
all
got any
in.
more than you, bro. Back him up.
Yeah, somebody yells at Dwayne Wade to shoot. He's not going to shoot.
I'm just kidding.
Sean's always...
He's probably not going to
real.
talk back to the stands either.
But we know one thing about Daniel. Daniel likes to talk.
Being a people person, I've always loved people. I've always been fascinated with people's stories. At poker, that strength is really rewarded because when I'm up against an opponent, just by what he's wearing, his demeanor, I already know some things about the way he thinks. And more importantly, I know some things about the way he perceives me. Once you put those two together, now I have a strategy made up in my mind of, okay, he's gonna be doing this, so what I need to do is this. Being aware of all the different strategies and not just thinking, well, my way's the best, that's the way to be a heads-up champion.
I'm a people person. Sounds like he's interviewing for a job at a department store.
Sean's a people person.
Oh, yeah, warm and fuzzy all over. He's got King 9 here, and he raises to 8,000.
Sean raises it to 8,000 before the flop here on the button. Daniel calls the extra 5.
I like Sean's glasses. He's got those welder's glasses. Wraparound welder's glasses.
Flop comes 5-ace
Wow.
tray.
Daniel Negreanu's flopped a straight,
12,000.
and he quickly checked. Sean Chacon has nothing, but that's not going to stop him from betting. He bets 12,000.
And now here comes Daniel.
Daniel's going to raise 12,000. The minimum raise, he's hoping Sean has an ace here. He wants to get into a fight with his straight. Didn't work.
Give him ace
Daniel
king.
takes the
Pick
shot.
one, pick one.
Deuce?
Daniel says pick
Son
one.
of a gun.
Sean guesses deuce and flips up a deuce. The deuce of clubs.
Man, you didn't have an ace. If you had an ace, it was game over, buddy. Game over.
You're just good. That's all you are. You're just good.
I had a straight.
You can play. You're
I
really
had a
good.
straight. I had a straight.
You're not lucky. You're just good.
I flopped a straight.
That's all.
That's so sick you didn't have an ace. I was ready to bust you right there. That would have been fun.
You know what he is, Gabe? He's a people person. He's a real people person. He loves people.
It's easy to be a people person when you flop straights.
Welcome back to the National Heads Up Poker Championship. Back to our featured table.
You're lucky I like you, Daniel.
I know that. That's for sure.
Serious.
I understand. I'll make it 10,000.
You're lucky I like you, Matt.
Only because I like you.
I'm going to tell you, because I like you, I'm going to tell you that Daniel raised to 10,000 with a king deuce offsuit, and Sean called with a 9-7 offsuit.
And the flop, Queen, Queen 9. 2 pair now for Chacon.
Sean's got the